And we're back. Mike Cernovich, DangerandPlay.com, Gorilla Mindset. The new shirt. The new shirt. The new shirt and better lighting, by the way. I got light boxes. The RSBN people, they sent me good stuff. They sent me good light boxes. Yeah, I got the green screen now. Alright. Twitter bans are coming. What's that? What's wrong with my hair? Shauna tells me I need to fix my hair. I like my hair. Do I need to fix my hair? Yes or no? I like it. I think it looks cool. Everybody else says yes. What's wrong with my hair? I like it. What do I need to do with it? I have too much of a mop up here. I gotta get a better, see? I gotta get it cut. I gotta get it cut today. Schedule me a hair appointment. Here, well, we'll just do it like that. How's that? Man. I need a new hair. Anyway. Twitter bans are coming. I don't wash my hair, guys. Twitter bans are coming real quick. Twitter announced the new safety rules. OGs know what I'm about to say. Yeah, Shauna got me this shirt too, picked it out. What do you think? What do you think about this shirt? I think I'm going to shave my head. Should I shave my head? Yes or no? Should I shave my head? Yes or no? And those of you who are saying no are wrong. I have pictures. Shauna, find a picture of me with my head shaved. I look good with that shaved head. Not many people can pull off a shaved head. I definitely need a haircut today, though. My hair. I look like I'm wearing a toupee, actually. So my hair, because it's too thick. Unbelievable. But anyway, Twitter's new bans are coming, and let me give you the brief overview, real quick. All right. We've talked about it before, but I'm going to remind people because somebody who I might have been beefing with on the internet messaged me and said that he was locked out of his Twitter account. He was locked out of his Twitter account. And I said, well, you've been arguing with women and people of color, and that's why. He goes, well, that ain't fair, dude. People always tell me, Mike, that ain't fair. You learn that when you're a lawyer. That ain't fair, Cernovich. It ain't fair as a lawyer. When you're a client, you have to be real nice with the client, right? With just friends or whatever, I'm just like, okay, I'm not the guy to call. I'm not the shoulder to cry on. I'm not the shoulder to cry on about why the world is not fair. It ain't fair that you can't talk to certain people on the internet. Okay, great, true. Don't tell me that unless you're paying me lawyer money. I just don't care. Reality. Don't argue with women. Don't argue with people of color. Because this goes really deep. But the left wing and Marxism, and you can watch educational YouTube videos on this, they switched from a class-based system of social power and social hierarchy to a gender identity, sexuality, race-based power structure. It used to be if you're rich, under the Marxist view of the world, you had all the power. But now the view is that if you are a white person, then you have all the power. It doesn't matter if you're broke, destitute, none of that matters. It's all identity politics, right? And there's an exception, though. I'll give you a few examples to help you illustrate. This is how you would teach in law, right? A few hypotheticals. Can a black man threaten a white woman with rape on Twitter? Right? Can a black man threaten a white woman on rape with Twitter? The answer is, it depends. If the woman is conservative, he can. So if it's a conservative female, then a black man can threaten to rape a conservative woman on Twitter. And that's completely safe. If she's a liberal woman or a celebrity like Lena Dunham, and he's a conservative man, then he can't. Because, see, it isn't always about race, too. There's all these political ideologies. It's very, very complicated. So, if you are a black man, you can threaten to rape a white woman on Twitter under their new rules, and you will not be banned from Twitter. All right, so let's look at it the other way. If you are a white man who has no money and is bankrupt and is very poor, can you call a celebrity who is not white a cuck? So hypothetically, if you're a white guy, could you call the star of Silicon Valley who's making millions of dollars a year, could you call him a cuck? Consistent with Twitter's safety rule. See, you're catching on. No, you can't. You can't. You can call me a cuck. You can call other white men a cuck. The rules are kind of, if you're a white man, you can, which is fine with me in terms of, you can say whatever you want to say to me. You can people threaten to kill my children. You know, everything you can imagine, it doesn't matter. Cassandra Fairbanks, her daughter's life was threatened by the Antifa, which is American ISIS. Totally okay. Twitter said it doesn't violate the rules. It doesn't violate the rules to say, I know where your 8-year-old daughter lives, and if you're not careful, she is going to know what real fear means. You can say that if you're on the left. If you're the left, you can say it. If the woman is on the right. But if the woman is on the left, then it gets more complicated. So that's what you got to realize. There is new segregation. So here's what I tell people. Here's what I tell people. Do you ever see me arguing with women and minorities on Twitter? Pretty much no. Don't do it. So if you want to avoid getting banned from Twitter, don't argue with a woman. Don't argue with a person of color. And if you're a woman who's a conservative, follow the same rules that I follow. Just don't argue with these people. I don't care if it's fair. I don't care. I don't care. I know it ain't fair. I don't care. It's not fair that I'm this handsome either. You know? Life isn't fair. Is it fair that I am this handsome and this smart? You know? Like, maybe just being as smart as I am or maybe just as handsome as I am, but to be both? That's not fair either. You know? That's just kind of life. Sometimes in life things aren't fair. And sometimes the unfairness goes for you. Sometimes it goes against you. That's just the way of the world. Not a big deal. You know, can't complain. What are the alternatives to Twitter? And tall. And I got blue eyes and broad shoulders. Smart, broad-shouldered, blue eyes, over 6 feet tall. How can I complain about Twitter? Twitter's mean to me. Twitter's mean to me because it ain't fair. Yeah, life isn't unfair. Life is not fair. We all have our various. But I grew up poor, so I didn't have it all. I grew up really poor also. So I grew up poor, which wasn't fair. So see, life is a mixed bag. And that is where people go wrong in life. Who cares? You're blocked. Anybody who asks, we don't care. If you don't care, you have to leave. If you don't care and you're watching, then that tells me you don't have the self-control that it takes to leave on your own. So as a mindset coach, I'm going to coach you and I'm going to ban you to help you learn self-control. By the way, remember when I told you guys about lighting? People would always be like, Mike, you look like you're on meth. Mike, you look this. Mike, you look that. Guys, it's just lighting. Right now I look pretty nice. Why? Because I have a light box over here and I have a light box over here. And the light box reflects on your face better, it's just better lighting. So much of what you see in Hollywood is illusion. So much, that's why people, they compare themselves to how models look. I've lived in Malibu, Santa Monica, all over the place, right? When you run into these celebrities in person, they aren't jaw droppers. When you go meet these people, you're not like, whoa, that person is so hot. But you see them on the TV and you think, well, why don't I look like that? And then you think to yourself that you're not good enough. But really, what you're comparing yourself to isn't even the real standard. My God, I sound like a feminist. One person asked me, I think it was Cameron Dare. He's more of a liberal guy, but I like him. He said, is there anything you agree with the SJWs on? Which is an important thought experiment. Is there anything that I agree with, that I agree with the feminists on? And I definitely agree with them on media imaging and how disastrous media imaging can be bad. Now, the way we differ is that they want the media to change, where I just tell you, quit watching it. Like, I know, for example, and I've talked about this on podcasts, if I read Outside Magazine, I've convinced myself I need the Bear Grylls knife and a new sleeping bag and a this and a that. It's complete nonsense, right? But when you allow that kind of stuff into your brain, it does brainwash you. So if you're a woman and you're looking at photoshopped images of other women all day and they have no blemishes and the women's have no wrinkles and everything, and if you believe that's what a woman actually looks like, then in your own mind you're thinking, well, wow, I'm not a good woman because I don't look like that. But they don't look like that either, right? They don't look like that either. That's how they look after Photoshop and collagen facial and plumpers and everything else. So in that regard, I do agree with the feminists in that the media imaging are bad, but I don't think you should regulate it or anything. I think you should just stop watching it, right? I don't watch pop culture stuff because it does brainwash you. It is dangerous to read. I don't read muscle magazines either. If you read Iron Man magazine long enough, you start, talk to Shauna. Shauna, she was, the only time she was right in our relationship when we disagreed was, there are some pictures, you can find them online. And I was a big dude, right? I was a big dude. And I was like, man, I'm too small. I need to get bigger. Shauna was like, Michael, you look, way, you're out of control, actually. But when you're reading muscle magazines, no, I don't. I'm talking when I was like all yoked. When you read muscle magazines, you start to think, well, 250 pounds with veins popping out of your deltoids. You start to think that's what it look like, right? That's what you can. It's all unconscious. So all that stuff is true. Media messaging is true, 100%. So that I definitely agree with the feminists on that. They're right. Now, the difference is that they are trying to censor and control. They're trying to censor and control the message. And that's where we disagree. To me, just don't watch it, right? And I'm the same way, too, with, that's why I'm big into kind of like boycotts. Just don't watch it. If the people who created Star Wars don't like you, then don't watch Star Wars. If Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser, which is terrible beer anyway, if they are anti-American, then don't drink Budweiser, right? Don't drink Budweiser. Don't watch Star Wars. I don't watch the Super Bowl. Why? Because the NFL is a pro-social justice organization. So I don't watch the NFL. I don't watch commercials. Now, I'm not perfect. I use Twitter. Twitter doesn't like me. I use Google. Google doesn't like me. So I'm not trying to pretend that I'm Mr. Above It All. We all have our weaknesses, but it's kind of like being a vegan. If you're a vegan, you can never escape leather. You can't escape it, but you can refrain from eating meat, and that is one way that you can live your kind of principles. The same thing. I can't not use the internet. I can't not use Google. I can't not use Twitter. I can't not use Amazon. I can't not use Apple. It's just there aren't alternative platforms. There aren't alternative means. So I'm just in there. So I'm not judging people. If people watch the NFL, then I might say, oh, you're a cuck. You're watching the NFL. They don't like you. But that's just me talking shit. I don't actually think less of you. But if it isn't a big game, don't watch it. If it isn't your team, don't watch it. We have to hit them. We have to hit them wherever we can. That's the whole idea. Don't watch every game on the NFL. Just turn those off. Watch the only ones you want. Minimize it as much as you can. Because like me, look at me. I cuck right here, right? I got the MacBook Pro. Why? Because it's super thin. And when you travel a lot like I do and travel all over the world and when you ride a motorbike in Vietnam, this is the only one that fits in your seat, right? So in a way, I'm supporting people who hate me. I get it. Oh. Yeah, so that's the thing. But I don't go out of my way. Don't go out of my way to buy Apple stuff. So when possible, I don't buy my music from Apple. So you just got to do your best, really. Jeff Bezos is anti-Trump. Okay, but if you want to buy books, where the hell are you going to buy them from? Powell's is anti-Trump too. So it's complicated. Life is complicated. So you can't hold yourself to, and this goes back to the whole media stuff. You can't hold yourself to unrealistic principles. You can't go completely off the grid. Just go off the grid. Just go off the grid as much as you can. Did I go on Quang's motorcycle tours in Vietnam? I don't think so. I'll show you some cool pictures. Don't you get tired of keeping score, dude? No, why would I? Why would I ever get tired of growing and exceeding all of my goals and expectations? Do you ever get tired? Do you just want to quit? Have you decided that life is too much for you? All right, I'll show you some pictures. So I motorbiked from Hue to Hoi An. Hue to Hoi An. Check out these pictures. A lot of you who don't know me know I used to do a little bit of travel blogging. So we got on the old motorbikes, and we motorbiked from Hue to Hoi An. There I am in Danger and Play branded apparel. You see that? Danger and Play branded apparel. I had food poisoning. I was very, very, very unhappy that day. Very, 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 very busy. Look at them views. Vietnam is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Whoa. Whoa. Look at them beaches. Look at them beaches. Yeah, so Vietnam is an unbelievably geographically diverse country. Vietnam is probably, don't let Shauna hear this. Don't let Shauna hear this. If I could only live in one country for the rest of my life, I would live in Vietnam.
Where? What city, bro? Give me a break.
I see. Don't let Shauna hear that. Here's me. Here's me. Of course, there's me flying, traveling, looking rather gorilla-ish there. I just was on creatine. In that picture, I just had creatine and whey protein right there. All I did was I drank a little bit of creatine with a protein shake, because anybody can be that big if you just have discipline and dedication and you drink creatine and whey protein. No, that's me. No. A lot of people. No, that's here. I'll zoom in. That's me. It's just creatine and whey protein. And everybody on YouTube, all the fitness YouTubers, they're all natty, just so you know. They're 100% all natty. And if you think that anybody on YouTube is ever doing anything other than creatine and whey protein shakes, then you're just a hater. Because they are all natty, just dedication. Nobody takes steroids, ever. So check out them caves. Check out them caves, right? Check out them caves. So we went caving. There's me. Told you that was me. You didn't think that was me. I just had creatine that morning. Whoa. This was like a year and a half ago. So you can go caving. There's all these forgotten caves. Pretty amazing. I'll tweet this link out. Pretty gorgeous, huh? Look at them views. Wow. There's me trying to look spiritual. Yeah, so I've been around. That's the whole thing. A lot of people don't know a lot of things about me. I've done a lot of living a lot of people don't know about. Shauna was with me. Shauna was with me. We lived in Ho Chi Minh. We lived in Ho Chi Minh City, and we traveled all over Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. We have a bunch of pictures I'm going to post eventually. Here, I'll post this on Twitter right now. Yeah, we've been all over, man. I just don't talk about it much, but yeah, we've been in. Yeah, we lived in Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon. And why did you live there? Because I wanted to live all over the world. I wanted to live all over the world. And we lived in Paris also. Yeah, I lived with a friend of mine, Victor. And yeah, so we lived in We lived in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, for like 6 or 7 months, and then we went all over Thailand, Cambodia. I went to the Philippines. I went to Manila, watched the UFC. To be quite honest, I've lived a pretty amazing life. I didn't like to talk about it during the election because a lot of people, it's kind of weird, right? So it's weird because I'm like a man of the people, and I want to help people. I know a lot of people are struggling, so I don't really like to talk about all the things I've done because it's been a pretty amazing experience, and I know a lot of people haven't been fortunate to live like that. So it's like a balance, It's a balance. I don't want to make people feel bad. I don't want to be the guy on social media who makes people feel bad because they don't have something, So it's complicated. But yeah, we lived in Saigon. We traveled all over. I went to Manila. Watched the UFC with the media pass, right? Front row. Hey, June. You want to bring her to me? She's in a growth spurt. Little Syra June. Little growth spurt. And so then we lived in Paris. And we were in Paris. We went to Switzerland. Budapest. Budapest, Hungary is my favorite European city. Paris. Switzerland. We've been all over the place. Yeah, it's been pretty good. And now we're on a traveling hiatus, but Budapest. But now we're going to start traveling again, though. Why? Because what you learn is that you got to do what you want to do even when you got kids. So we'll start traveling. In fact, I'm in a weird place money-wise because the only way, that's the thing I'm not really motivating. You should travel to Germany. I've been to Germany many times. Careful with baby illness. Right, she has no immune system. That's why she didn't go with me to the deplorable. At the deplorable, everybody's like, where is Shauna? I want to meet Shauna. Where's Syra? We couldn't bring her because there's no immune system for a baby. So yeah, I need to start flying private, but I don't make enough money to fly private. So a little bit of money wouldn't change my life, but enough to fly private. Maybe I should say I want to set my life vision to fly private. I don't know, but then that's what people don't realize. Making a lot of money, it doesn't come free. Money is not free, that's for sure. You have to make a lot of choices that for me, I can sell a lot of things to people that I don't sell. I could sell a lot. I could be making way more money off the size of my audience. I could be making way more money. But then you got to, sell all kinds of stuff to people. But I only sell to people what I believe in. I only sell to people what I actually use. I'm not going to be like, buy this, buy that. It's like, do I use it? If I use it, then I'll sell it. Otherwise, I won't sell it. Yeah, anyway. What do we got here? Been reading your blog for a year. Love the content. Wish you would write a little bit more on there. Your Twitter is fun, but your long-form content is stronger. Yeah, I know, I agree. A lot of people wish, why don't you write more at Danger Play? Because I'm taking a break, man. People don't understand how hard it is on your heart. Because I write from the heart. When you write the way I write with my kind of passion, you write with your soul, eventually you have to refresh. So I'm in the refreshing phase. And longtime readers will tell you that March is actually the best month to read Danger and Play. March is my best work. Because that is, for me, sort of mid-February to the end of March and then into April. So I have 2 or 3 months because that's life. Mike is not genuine. He is just trying to sell you. Sell you what? A couple $10 books? Right? So I crack a couple $10 books. Have a cookie, Mike. You deserve it. Well, I do have a cookie right here. A Lenny's and Larry's The Complete Cookie. Why? Because you can rationalize eating a lemon poppy seed thing because it has 16 grams of protein. Right? Go to Scotland and Ireland. We will. We're going to travel more. You've been? Yeah. When? Oh, Sean has been to Ireland. I haven't been. But she'll go again. We were going to go to Iceland, but Iceland is... she couldn't be in the hot springs because the baby. So I went to South Africa instead, and she went home. Shauna says we were going to go to Iceland, weren't we?
We were.
But you couldn't because you were pregnant and you didn't want to be left alone when I went to the hot springs.
South Africa has nothing to do with Iceland.
Well, no, but that's true. In my mind, it does. Yeah, so we were going to go to Iceland. So Iceland is still on the to-do list. Cernovich is definitely my favorite narcissist. Of course, I love Trump also. Am I a narcissist, Shauna?
When you're, like, what do you want to be? You're not really. Like, it's kind of a show.
See, listen to Shauna who knows me better. Definitely not a narcissist. It's just fun. There's no... Don't go anywhere. It isn't safe anymore. It's safe everywhere. You seem #crazy and mentally unstable. She's so big here. Wow.
I'm going to shower.
Look how big she is. Whoa. She's in a growth spurt. She is in her biggest developmental stage. Laurel. Hey. What is up with you? I don't know what's the do-rag on your hair. Not sure if I approve. What are you doing? Yeah, so she's in the biggest developmental phase of the baby. She's now 9 weeks old. Hold your head with your hand. Guys, you always tell me that. Every time people go hold, she's got a strong neck. You must be a first-time reader or viewer. Long-term viewers know she's got a strong neck already. Because she's inherited my genetics. Which, look at the look. Even the little scowls that she gives. Yeah, she's already moved. She's had neck movement right away. Right now, she's learning how to use her hands. The grip, watch. We're teaching her grip. So right now, we're teaching her grip. See? Grip strength. Yeah, there you go, see? So yeah, we've been teaching her how to use her hands, how to do grip stuff. Yeah, look at how she moves her neck. She's got that head neck movement. You know, she's curious. Yeah, no, she's going to be a little philosopher baby. Hope she's, Hey, there you go. Look at them big, bright expressions. You can tell by looking at the eyes how intelligent a baby's going to be. And when you look into those eyes, you're looking into infinity right here. Oh, are you spitting up? Because you got that good breast milk? Are you spitting up a little bit? It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Here, it's okay. Yeah, so she has what's wrong? How you want to be held? She's fussy about how she likes to be held. But let's look at those eyes. Do you want to show me your eyes? Whoa, look at those eyes. That is powerful eye contact right there. We're teaching her powerful eye contact. Whoa. And the periscopes are great for her developmentally. Because you're supposed to talk to your baby, and when she does periscopes with me, then it's like me talking to her for hours a day. That's one reason I do so many periscopes. I do, if I talk for 2 or 3 hours a day on video, then her vocabulary, her brain, wow, look at that penetrating gaze. Yeah? What do you think about that? We don't know if she's going to have brown eyes or blue eyes, though. Yeah, she gets conversation with me all the time. Julius is not jealous, but he's a little... I have to give him extra love. Julius I take for 4 to 5 miles of walking or running or hiking a day. So yeah, Julius we take good care of because he can be a little bit good. We don't care as much about you. Baby Mike, tell us about Trump. Blocked. Blocked. Syra, you already have haters. She's already got haters. Mike, how do you feel about vaccinations? Guess. You guess. How do you think I feel about vaccinations? How do you think I feel about vaccinations? How do you feel? Will you homeschool? Yes. Vaccinations, we're on a special vaccination schedule. I'll show you the book we've been reading. Well, I don't want to get up. Shauna can bring it in later. Yeah, she's pretty cute, man. But she's going to be smart, too. Because look at them eyes. Look at that eye. Look at that eye contact. That is deep. She will be a philosophical thinker from a very young age. All you got to do is look at them eyes. Look at that. What do you think? Yep. Whoa. Yeah, so she's pretty great. I definitely do not regret, but I mean, you never know what's going to happen in life. But I definitely am glad that I have Syra in my life. But I'm also glad I didn't do this when I was 29. I'm glad that I had a child when I was 39, for sure. Because now I've done it all. I did all the YOLO. I've done all the YOLO stuff, so I'm not thinking, what am I missing out on? I lived the YOLO life. I lived the YOLO life, and now I got the Syra life. How you doing? And, you know, it's very important to have the right person. Shauna, so yesterday I had Syra because Syra is very fussy because she's in the developmental stage. So I had her, and then Shauna came home. And I was like, hey, you know, I got Syra. And she goes, well, bring her up. Bring her up. I go, well, she's being fussy. And I go, don't you need a break? And Shauna's like, no. Shauna never wants a break from Syra. So too many moms that got that like me time mindset, you know. Shauna does not have that, oh my God, I need me time mindset. So, yeah. So I have to kind of fight with her to get her. so I have to be like, Shauna, like, can I have my kid now? You know? Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Looking at your baby, I've definitely, yeah, the grandparents are great. Grandparents are great. But looking at your baby, I never would think it would be that cool to just look at your baby all day. It's pretty cool though. I don't know how people do it. Shauna didn't give in their brain. Yeah, Shauna never wanted to be like career person or whatever. And that's good. If women want to do career stuff, that's fine. But I think a lot of women think they want to do it, but they don't realize that having a job kind of is a grind. You know, having a job is not that cool. Like, I hate to break it to you. Having a job is not great. It isn't a great thing. You have to do it. You have to work. For sure. You definitely have to work. That's just life. But, hey, what do you think? But I would much rather hang out with my daughter than deal with internet trolls. For sure. Wow. Yeah, her eyes, you can even see. What do you think, huh? Do you want to see hi to the people one more time? We'll show you one more time. What do you think? You want to look at the people? Do you want to say hi? Hi? Wow. Yeah, her eye color is kind of coming in. We don't know what color it's going to be yet. But you can see it's coming in. Yes. They're coming in. So it'll be interesting raising a girl. It'll definitely be interesting raising a girl. Well, yeah, I mean, they're destroying society because they don't want functional families, for sure. It is. Wow. Hi. Yeah, she's a serious little baby. You love being a mom, and your daughter is 20 years old now. Yeah, a lot of people love being a mom. I think I enjoy Syra. She's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. You people are crazy ASF, but you hate Islam. Who are you? And how did you find me? Who are these weirdos that have nothing better to do than come in and spout generalities? Wow, your eyes look crazy today. You are... Yeah. Hey. Alright, guys. Gotta go. Thanks for tuning in. Mike Cernovich, DangerPlay.com. Gorilla Mindset. For those of you just tuning in, if you want to avoid a Twitter ban, don't argue with women. Don't argue with people of color. This is true even if you're a woman. Because if you're a conservative woman or a right-wing woman, you're going to get your head chopped off too. Just say what you have to say, but don't talk to people of color. Don't talk to women. Twitter will ban you. It's a new segregation. Trust me. Hey. And people get on Gab too.